Hey, what's up? It is your boy Dan here, and just in my little humble abode, and I wanted to talk to you about the photo shoot that I just did. But before I do that, what I want to say is for everybody that grabbed the 6 Minute Superhuman program, the thousands of you that did it, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. We're getting people that are taking action already, putting the program into use, and seeing some incredible changes. So, keep on posting on that coaching program, on that coaching group that we have. And yeah, thank you very much. And keep taking action. We're going to come out with some pretty cool stuff later on, so be prepared for that. Now, today, we're going to split this video into two parts. Today, I'm going to be talking about the nutrition aspect of what I did for my photo shoot, and I promise you, it's not going to be rocket science. And then we're going to be getting into the workouts, which is going to be the next video. I didn't want this video to be like 20 minutes, so yeah. The whole intention of doing this photo shoot, essentially for me, is just to get into ridiculously great shape for the summer. During the winter time, I spent a little bit more time doing a different type of workout to get myself a little bit more mass, get myself a little bit more bigger for this photo shoot. So the whole winter time and fall time, and even a little bit of the springtime was just basically trying to get myself into a little bit more mass than I had from last year, because last year I was at my leanest, but I wasn't really satisfied with the mass that I had on my upper body. It wasn't really satisfied with the proportions I had. So yeah, I decided to do something about it, and I'll be talking about that in the next video. So one thing before I get into nutrition is the fact that when we're talking about nutrition, even though I'm going to give you my personal plan that I had for the photo shoot, one thing I have to mention is that everyone's plan must be different. And when I say that, I mean that it's great to have an actual blueprint of something to follow, and this is exactly what I want to give you. But at the same time, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to actually pretty much follow the plan, but also modify according to your own lifestyle, your own needs, and what you feel is right for your body. All right, I'm a big believer in the fact that you have to go to extremes to find balance. It sounds weird, but I mean, you have to go to full out extremes when following a program, whether it be nutrition or the workout, to fully understand its total philosophy and how it works on your body. And then afterwards, you go and modify and find that balance within yourself to create a plan that can actually sustain itself even after you're done going extreme, which is what I did with the photo shoot. So that's the whole philosophy about nutrition. Everybody has this natural circadian rhythm to the way that they eat, and everyone is different. So everyone has to find that rhythm for themselves. So for me, things that I value a lot, and one thing you gotta know about me before we start is that I am just an extreme kind of guy. I'm an all or nothing type of dude. It's either we go all the way or we just don't do it whatsoever. And the same thing goes with my nutrition plan. This is the reason why I employ intermittent fasting as well as cheat days. So what I did was I had pretty much 1 to 2 intermittent fasting days during the week. And when I say intermittent fasting, I mean that I had abstained from meals for an entire 24-hour period. And then I would have one light cheat meal in one day of the week. All right, just to not necessarily for the leptin benefits that you would get out of it, but just for the mental relief benefits that you'll get for not being so stringent on your on your diet program every single day. So those were the two things I did. One little trick I want to give you if you do intend to add intermittent fasting to your lifestyle or to your program, and this is something that I found, is the purpose of trigger meals. And trigger meals are, for me, I have one specific meal that I love to eat right before I embark on doing a 24-hour fast. it gets me full, it gives me all the right nutrients, and it's almost like when I eat it, I know that the 24-hour fast is started. It's almost like a trigger. It's like when you brush, like for me, I have a morning ritual. When I brush my teeth, I know it's automatically time to start meditating. So, that's kind of like the trigger meal. So my trigger meal was a Cobb salad with a chili and just a large water. So I would literally work out at like 10:30. I would go off and take my shower after I'm done my workout, eat around 11:30 to 12 o'clock, that Cobb salad combo, and then I would go off and do my 24-hour fast. And that would be probably on a Monday or a Thursday, which is the busiest days for me. So yeah, I mean, like, I know a lot of people like to do 24-hour fasts, and they like to do it when they feel. Personally, I created an environment where I could actually trigger the 24-hour fast for myself, make it easy, and put it on days where I'm most busiest, so I'm not thinking about it, and that's how I rolled. That's pretty much it. So yeah, if you can find a way to kind of like incorporate some sort of trigger meal, if you do decide to do the 24-hour fast, then all the best to you. Go and do that. It's one of the best things that I found out when I was dieting down for this photo shoot. Okay, so a couple things on top of this is I was counting calories. I'm not going to tell you how much calories I was counting. Don't ask me because pretty much it changes with each and every person, and it depends on the actual muscle mass that you have on your body, and it depends on where you're starting from in the first place. So I did that, and I also, to a certain extent, counted my macronutrients as well because when you're getting down into an extremely lean state, then the fine details start to come in, and then you have to start counting your macros and making sure that everything is pretty much on point. Uh, Now, during the week, my nutrition plan was very simple. I would I would do what they call as in skipping breakfast. I would eat at probably like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and I would have about 3 to 4 meals throughout the day, and I'll probably end off eating at around 9 p.m. So you could call this like a 12-8, 12, what do you call it, like 16-8 lifestyle or whatever. To be honest, I just like eating 3 meals a day and I just like skipping breakfast. So, I mean, that's just the way I like to do things, and that's what helps me keep satiated throughout the day. And that's how I train my body because one thing you have to know about hunger is the fact that we train our hunger. So the sort of schedule that you put yourself under in terms of eating is always going to be conducive even in the days after and the next days after that because all you're essentially doing is training your body to be hungry during certain times of the day. So I made sure that I stuck under a very strict type of schedule just to make sure that I'm kind of setting myself up for success, and I'm just a man of structure and habit as well. I love a plan. I love following a plan, and I love following a structure. So that's essentially what I did. That's the nutrition plan in a nutshell. It's not sexy. It's not rocket science, but it definitely got me the results that I wanted. And what you should take out of this right now is, you can take bits and parts of the plan that I put together, and then see how you can use it in your own life and modify it for your own life, and then start taking action on it. I believe you do have to go to an extreme. I believe that you have to go full out in following a program to find out exactly what effect it has on your body before starting to modify it. So while you're doing this, go full out for about 8 to 12 weeks, and then after that you can start modifying. Because I'll let you know, like I went from like 5 meals a day strictly for like a year. I went to 3 meals a day. I haven't done 2 meals a day. I mean, I've pretty much done it all to find a nice, healthy balance for myself, and that's what you should be trying to do for yourself as well. And and that's about it. So we're going to be coming out with the actual workout part because this is going to be very unique, very different than what I usually talk about. And yeah, one thing I want to impart before you leave is the fact that I spent a good 10 weeks getting ready for this photo shoot. And you can't expect anything less. And depending on where you're starting from, it could take a little bit longer as well. So, what I want to say is that, don't fall for any of this quick type of result type of thing, like whoever anyone is like marketing in terms of quick results, like do not buy it. You have to realize that if you want the body, if you want your ideal body, it's going to take time. It's going to take a ton of hard work. I pretty much make sure that, I'll never take, shortcuts when it comes to getting the body that I want. And you shouldn't either. Okay. So, you have to be ready for the grind because it is going to be a grind, especially in those days that you don't want to do the diet. But you have to put your head down and you have to realize what you're doing this for in the first place. And it goes beyond looking sexy. It goes beyond looking great naked. It actually goes towards a lot of other things that are only determined by yourself. So, that's the nutrition plan. Never look for any shortcuts. You have to follow it in its entirety for a good 8 to 12 weeks, and it depends on where you're starting from as well. So that's it. Next video that I'm going to come out with, I'm going to tell you about the workout plan, something very different that I started doing about a year ago, and it worked incredibly well in giving me the proportion that I want, and having me show out in terms of doing this photo shoot, show out a little bit bigger than I did in the last photo shoot. So I'll be sharing that with you later, and I hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. And yes, in the next video, I'll be sharing my pictures with you as well. And this is Dan, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.